Well, first of all, Deirdre, this is an extraordinary charging document. One attorney called this the strongest language he's seen a prosecutor use in more than a decade. It also uses powerful legal tools that essentially buy the feds a lot more time to go after billionaire Steve Cohen, who is not mentioned anywhere by name in the criminal charges filed against the firm SAC. But this reads like an indictment of the owner. Check it out. Quote, the SAC owner fostered a culture that focused on not discussing inside information too openly rather than not seeking or trading on such information in the first place. Listen to how the U.S. attorney puts it.
A company reaps what it sows. And as alleged, SAC seated itself with corrupt traders, empowered to engage in criminal acts by a culture that looked the other way, despite red flags all around. SAC deliberately encouraged the no-holds-barred pursuit of an edge that literally has carried it over the edge into corporate criminality.
Corporate criminality. Now, SAC was quick to come out and release a statement they take compliance seriously, but Deirdre, the FBI said the only purpose of SAC's compliance department was to say they had a compliance department. Ouch.
And Sue, I mean, a quick question here. What are the specific criminal charges that the U.S. has laid out against SAC Capital? How do they reset the clock, so to speak, on this probe?
Well, they do reset the clock because while the government doesn't directly charge conspiracy here by using wire and securities fraud charges and portraying a scheme of illegal trading in 20 companies for over a decade, 1999 to 2010, it achieves the same effect, gets a lot more flexibility and a longer statute of limitations. Now, a civil suit, including money laundering charges, seeks the forfeiture of what could be hundreds of millions of dollars in SAC assets. At a minimum, the government appears to want to shut Cohen's fund down. Take a listen to how one attorney called the 1-2 punch the government's now giving Cohen.
Now you have the feds surrounding SAC, where on the one hand you've got this Washington proceeding, but if Stephen Cohen says something here, then it's going to have great weight in the context of the criminal proceeding. So I think that you've got interesting timing and interesting strategy on the table.
Now, the Washington proceeding is talking about the SAC administrative charge. That may be pushed back to give the criminal charges time to play out. Deirdre?
Sue, what is the most likely scenario? How much can things get worse for Cohen himself?
Well, they can indeed get worse. Look, ignoring or encouraging insider trading is not participating in insider trading, but the government points out 8 former SAC staffers have either been convicted of insider trading, charged with it, or admitted guilt. Fund manager Richard Lee pled guilty just this Tuesday, and the government says he's a cooperating witness. We know how the prosecutor has effectively used these cooperating witnesses to flip on the main target. This is an ongoing investigation into Cohen as well as SAC.